Hey guys, in this video we will talk about one of the most common interview questions, which is whether a string is a palindrome or not. So the question goes as follows. Given a string, return true if a string is a palindrome, or false if it is not. Some of you may ask, what is a palindrome? Well, palindromes are strings that form the exact same word whether it is spelled forward or backwards. So in this question, please make sure to include spaces and punctuation to determine whether a string is a palindrome. So for our case, as an example, palindrome for a string ABBA will return true because it will return ABBA. However, if you have a string ABCDEFG, it will return false because it will spell a completely different string, GFEDCBA, if it is spelled backwards. Before getting into code, I always want to make sure that I pseudocode my solution. It is a great practice to have before jumping into more complex challenges, and it is a really good habit to form now to make sure that we really understand what we're doing and what solutions that we're coming up with step by step. So the first thing here, we want to make sure that we are able to reverse a string, and then we want to compare the reversed string to the original string to figure out whether they're equivalent or not. So now let's get into code. First thing we're going to do is make a variable, and let's call it reversed. We are going to take our original string that we have been given right here, and we are going to split it like so. Then we're going to reverse it and then join it back together to have a string. Now that we have this variable of a reversed string, we need to compare the reverse string to the original string as we said in pseudocode right here. So we're going to return string equal to reversed. So some of you may say, well, what does this really do? This right here will check whether the original string is equivalent to the reverse string and return a Boolean value. If it's truthy, it will say true. Otherwise, it will return false. This is one of the most straightforward solutions that I could come up with to check whether the string is a palindrome or not. In the next video, we will provide another solution to this particular problem to kind of get you thinking of different ways to solve this exact thing that you could utilize in the future in your job interviews or whenever. If, let's say, your interviewer tells you that you're not allowed to use built-in methods. Hopefully you have found this video helpful, and if you did,